miracles, the miracle of Hanukkah. Dumbest miracle in the history of organized religion. You Christians, man, your miracles are the tits. You guys got great miracles. God, so when I left my religion, I switched to a secular college, University of Maryland, and I met all these Christians, and they told me about Jesus, and I was fucking blown away. They were like, he walked on water, and I was like, that's impossible, can't. I've seen water before, so sell it to somebody else. And they're like, yeah, it's a miracle. I'm like, oh. I'm like, he didn't get wet? They're like, I mean, maybe some splashback on the sandal, but I don't think Jesus was waterproof. You know, if he dragged his foot, yeah, probably a little bit of water, but for the most part, pretty dry. I was like, damn, was that his best trick? They're like, oh no, it was not his best trick. His best trick by far, he died, and then he was like, nah. And everybody's favorite trick was turn water into wine. That, dude, man of the people, for sure. I heard about that. I was like, what kind of wine was it? And they're like, Ari, you're literally the first person to ever ask that question. What a nitpicky, Jewy thing to worry about. You're getting free wine out of water and you're still complaining? You're like, well, I don't want a dry wine. I don't know. Just see if Jesus can do a Malbec. Just ask him. But then they're like, what about you, Ari? What's the Jews' big miracle for the holidays? I'm like, oh, okay, well, we had this candle, and it lasted hella long. Yeah, our miracles are more like you had to be there miracles. Yeah. People came into the synagogue, and 2 days later, it's like, is that fucking candle still going? One more day, that's a fucking miracle. I swear to God, that's a miracle. One more day. That's a one-day candle. And Jesus is just like, rise. And you're like, what the fuck? I believe if Jesus came back now, he would turn sand into Molly. Yeah. And it would be the best Molly. You know, if somebody's like, hey, I have MDMA, like, well, you gotta test it, man. There's fentanyl going around. You can't just do whatever. Where'd you get this from? Like, from Jesus Christ, the Lord and Savior. Yeah. How good would communion be if he were hitting you with a fucking Molly tab? He'd be like, move. God.